Welcome to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by the Illinois Pork Producers. I'm Paul Wapple, along with Adam Anderson. We're in Jacksonville, where the 4-3 Crimsons are ready to take on the 1-6 Lanphier Lions, a Central State A Conference matchup. And Adam, two teams going in different directions, but pride on the line, and Lanphier isn't going to quit or give up.
Yeah, you want to end the season strong. If I'm Lanphier, play spoiler maybe to Jacksonville, getting in the playoffs with a week to go. And if you're Jacksonville, you want to carry the momentum from beating Chatham into this week.
And we are just about set for the opening kickoff. Lanphier will receive. Stephen Albers, number 1, the senior from Jacksonville, with the kick, and it is out, and a flag comes out at about the 35-yard line.
Actually, that was number 3, Clay Wood.
So
letting him do the kickoff duty. And
illegal kick out of bounds on the red team. Ball be placed on the 35.
So 1st and 10 for Lanphier on their own 35-yard line. To start this game, Ajante Lee, the quarterback for the Lions.
So let's see what Lanphier does here. Got great field position, short kick. They need to put a drive here together. Again, you got to forget about the loss to Lincoln last week.
Opening moments of the first quarter here. Officials are trying to sort something out, Adam.
Discussion on something.
There you see Ajante Lee, the junior quarterback for Lanphier.
Yeah, so they actually are going to, since the ball went out before the 35, they actually get the ball where it went out of bounds. So I think that's what the discussion was.
The officials, okay, so it's on 1st and 10 from their own 37. Travion Morton in the backfield. There's a pitch back, and he's going to throw. Incomplete, down to the 30-yard line. Intended receiver was Cameron Smith, so right out of the gate, Lanphier goes to the air. A little bit of a trick play, Adam.
And Jacksonville is lucky. He throws that maybe a second sooner or leads Cameron Smith a little bit longer. Cameron Smith could have been running for a touchdown.
And you take a look at the SEFCU Friday Night Rivals starting lineups on offense for Lanphier, led by Ajante Lee. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Lions. Wearing the white uniforms tonight. There's the pitch. Looking for some room. Not a whole lot there. Back to about the line of scrimmage is Travion Morton.
That's a timing play, and it looked like Morton was a little in front of the quarterback by the time that was snapped. So it was a little bit almost of a broken play there for Lanphier.
There's our SEFCU starting lineups for the Jacksonville Crimsons on defense.
Number 3, Clay Wood, he was our player of the game a few weeks ago when this Crimson team took on Decatur MacArthur.
Lee back to throw, does throw, almost picked off by number 3. Just talking about him.
Yep, Clay Wood just stepped there in front. They had it pretty well covered, not even sure. It looks like he was trying to lead number 20, Travion Morton, a little bit to the sideline. Just need a little bit more on that throw to dump it over the linebackers for the Crimsons.
So brings up 4th down for the Lions. We're in punt formation. Lee, it appears, will attempt the punt.
A bit of a unique punt formation.
Oh, and a flag comes down, and doesn't look like it was going to be a punt, does it, after all? But cat's out of the bag now.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
Lions were excited to get that play going, Adam.
Yeah, they had Jacksonville outnumbered here to the wide side of the field. They have 3 guys on 1, so it looked like they were just going to throw the ball out there. So now Coach Grounds is going to have to get some people's attention to get him out there.
So 4th and 16. And he does punt. Takes a Lions roll. And the Lions will down it at the 28-yard line. So that's where the Crimsons will start their first drive of the night with 10:55 to go. Opening quarter action from Jacksonville. The Crimsons taking on the Lanphier Lions. And you take a look at the CEFQ offensive lineup for Jacksonville. Avery Dugan's a good quarterback for the Crimsons, the junior, number 15.
Yeah, he's had a very good year. You know, we talked about number 11, James White. Also, look out for number 32, MARQUEL White, out of the backfield.
On first down, there's the handoff. Positive yards there for MARQUEL White. The 6'2", 6 foot, 215-pound junior for the Crimsons.
He's just a power runner, keeps his head down, doesn't make a ton of cuts, and just fights off some tackles.
Dugan with the handoff. Left side to the 40. Out to about the 45-yard line is MARQUEL White. And that is good enough for a Brandt Professional Agriculture first down. Brandt, one of our first down sponsors all season long. So 1st and 10 from the 45. Dugan with the handoff. Gain of about 4 for MARQUEL White.
One thing you folks at home will have to look out for, Jacksonville can come out in a unique formation where Clay Wood actually comes in for Avery Dugan, and then it is just a two running back set that they like to run.
2nd and 6. Dugan throws to White at midfield, now to the 45. Flag is down on the play, and so is White as he is tackled. See what the flag's all about.
I think you're going to get either a block in the back or a hold on number 41, Adam Hillis, there on the far side of the field.
There you see the call with 9:49 to go in the first quarter.
Illegal block in the back on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Still 2nd down.
If you're Jacksonville, you don't want a ton of those. You're shooting yourself in the foot after a big 2nd down play out to White, and now you're back in 2nd and 15.
Get a look at Jacksonville head coach Mark Grounds on the sidelines. 2nd and 16. Dugan back to throw. Looks left, looks right. Got his man. White still on his feet. He's got some speed to the 40. 45 to midfield. Still going down to the 40. Finally tackled at about the 37-yard line. So a big pickup there for one of the Central State 8 Conference's best of all time. And that is good enough for a Brandt Professional Agriculture first down.
Just a simple screenplay, and it was actually a very slow developing one that brought James White from the far side of the field down to the close side to us. And great job by the Crimsons to pick up some blocks downfield, and James White makes it look easy.
He does indeed. There's the pitch to White. He's met by a host of Lions and back to about the line of scrimmage on first down.
Number 60, Brian Reyes, was shut that off early. He had a lot of penetration in the backfield and didn't let White go anywhere.
$8:53 to go, opening quarter. Dugan back to throw, complete, across the middle, down to the 25-yard line. For the Crimsons is number 6, Bobby Kaufman.
Just a simple throw and catch there by Dugan. Moves his chains. That's what they need, more plays like that.
Check that, Anthony Perry on the catch.
Looks like Lanphier might be sending a blitz here on Dugan. Let's see if he changed the play.
Dugan throws left side, complete to the 20, 15, behind some blockers, going into the end zone. Touchdown is number 3, Clay Wood with the touchdown, and that is good for a Young Security touchdown, our touchdown sponsor this season. For every touchdown, Young Security will donate $50 to a local charity. This week's charity is St. Martin de Porres.
Screenplay coming back at you, and Wood did a great job of standing behind number 71, Michael Stewart, who was just plowing the road for him, and he makes it an easy 6 for the Crimsons.
And now into kick. Attempt the extra point is Steven Albers. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 8:16 to go, the Crimsons take the lead, 7-0. You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Illinois Pork Producers. Back with more first quarter action from Jacksonville in just a minute. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Illinois Pork Producers. Paul Wappel along with Adam Anderson. We're in Jacksonville. The Crimsons strike first on the touchdown reception by Clay Wood. The Crimsons take an early 7-0 lead, 8:16 to go. Crimsons kick it. Clay Wood picked up at the 10 to the 20, 25. And pushed back by the Crimsons. So, not a whole lot there for Gerald Cole on the return.
Let's see what Lanphier comes out here and tries on offense. A trick play to start the game actually was open and just was a little bit underthrown. Didn't have much success throwing the ball. They're primarily known as a run team, so I would expect to see a little bit more of that here.
There you see a recap of the scoring drive. Took 2:39 for Jacksonville. Dugan to Wood on the 28-yard reception. 1st and 10, Lanphier. Lee going to keep it himself. Up the middle. Nothing doing, met by a host of Crimsons.
Yeah, started off well, and Jacksonville quickly closed the gap and just surrounded Lee by red jerseys.
And let's go down to the sidelines where ABC News Channel 20's Brendan Cullerton is. Brendan?
Guys, I'm here with SEFCU loan officer Colleen Baker. Now, you guys have been with us for quite a few weeks here throughout the season. What do you like about sponsoring the local community sports?
You know, SEFCU just is really proud to be involved in the community events. High school football is a great opportunity to put these young athletes in the spotlight and showcase all of their accomplishments, as well as the efforts of their teachers and coaches.
And I can tell you from experience, the schools do get excited about it, but you guys like to get involved in some other community events. Can you tell me about a couple of those?
We do. One other thing that we're doing in the schools is actually going into the schools and teaching financial literacy and money management so that when they get out on their own, they're prepared and ready to go.
Wish I would have had that in high school. Adam Paul, back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Brendan Cullerton, and thanks to SEFCU for being our big sponsor this year. We appreciate that.
I might need that program as an adult.
There you go. Lee back to throw. Looking, now he's going to keep it. Runs and tripped up short of the 25-yard line is Ajante Lee.
Yeah, number 6, Bobby Coffin, made a great open field tackle. Lee had plenty of time. It looked like Jacksonville only sent 3 rushers, so dropped a lot, so his coverage was taking away all his opportunities, but he made something out of nothing there.
7-0 Jacksonville, 6:47 to go. First quarter action. Third down for the Lions. Back to throw is Lee. Looks, overthrows his man at the 30-yard line.
Lee's pass is overthrown.
Bring up 4th down for the Lions.
That penalty on 2nd down, delay a game, really kind of set them back and couldn't recover from it.
So we'll see if the Lions do indeed punt. I suspect they will. Here on 4th down. Steven Albers, number 1, is back to receive. Punt, he gets it off. Short punt, out of bounds. Let's see where they spot it. So, excellent field position for the Crimsons.
Yeah, not a very good kick there by Jonty Lee.
So, 1st and 10 for Jacksonville.
You're going to start with, anytime you can start on the other
No
team's side
flag
of the
on the
50, you're in good shape.
So let's see what Avery Dugan and the Crimsons do this time. First and 10 from the 47. There's the handoff to Wood. Got some room. First down and more. Inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Brant Professional Agriculture first down.
They had Wood and White in the backfield. You really got to focus on both of them because they're both very, very dangerous ball carriers. And Jacksonville just having their way up front.
First and 10 from the 35. Handoff. Still going, and down at about the 32-yard line is MARQUEL White.
Nice first down, get 5 yards. You set yourself up in second and medium. Lanphier's really going to have to think what they can do to slow down this running game because Jacksonville is seemingly getting 4 to 5 yards every time.
Wood and White in the backfield. There's the handoff to Wood, and he just burst to speed inside the 20. And he is inside the Shields red zone. We'd like to thank Shields, our red zone sponsor this year, from Friday Night Lights to crisp weekend afternoons. Here's to football and to the players who make it great. Good luck this season from Shields. That's also a Brant Professional Agriculture first down. 5:27 to go, clock running here in the first quarter. So Jacksonville on the move again. Going to keep it this time. Dugan does right side, got some room. Out of bounds inside the 10. So good pickup there by Avery Dugan.
Yeah, it kind of looked like a busted play. Clay Wood came to the left in the backfield. MARQUEL White looked a little confused to Dugan's right. And Dugan did the right thing and just took off and tried to do something. Great job, got a first down.
And that's good for another Brant Professional Agriculture first down. Crimson's trying to add to their lead. Dugan hands off to White. Some positive yardage there. And Friday Night Rivals is available streaming live online. Log on to CW23TV.com and click on the Friday Night Rivals link. You can also find complete game videos and photos from this season's games. Second and goal. Dugan with the handoff to White. And he is in for the touchdown. So that is a Young Security touchdown, and another $50 goes to a local charity, and the charity this week is St. Martin de Porres.
Great job by MARQUEL White, and the Jacksonville offensive line is really setting the tone here early that they're going to be the ones to talk about and taking it to this Lanphier defense.
Crimsons will try to add to the lead. 13-0. And the extra point attempt is up, and it is good. So 14-0. Jacksonville leads it with 4:28 to go in the first quarter. Back with more SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by the Illinois Pork Producers in just a minute. Stay with us, please. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Illinois Pork Producers. I'm Paul Wapple and Adam Anderson. We're in Jacksonville, and we'd like to thank SEFCU for sponsoring Friday Night Rivals this season. SEFCU, not a bank, better. 14-0. Crimsons with the lead, and they will kick off to the Lions with 4:28 to go in the opening quarter. And it's a short kick. Fielded at the 25, up to about the 35-yard line for the Lions.
Let's see what Lanphier does here again with short field position. need to get a first down. They've been stopped 2 4-and-outs here so far, and Jacksonville's really had their way in the beginning of this game.
Crimson's pretty good team defensively as well, known for their offense.
Yeah, came back and, we're down big to Chatham last week and pulled off a huge victory, and that's 2 years in a row. And I know a lot of Crimson grads and people associated with JHS will.
And the handoff to Cameron Smith goes to the left side, and good fake initially. Let's go down to ABC News Channel 20's Brendan Cullerton on the sidelines. Brendan?
Well, guys, you just saw number 1, Steven Albers, kick that extra point. He also returns kicks for the Crimson, but what you might not know if you just pay attention to that football program is he actually holds the school's record for soccer goals scored. So you're watching 2 school record holders out here in him, and, of course, James White, who keeps building on that conference receptions record.
Thank you, Brendan. Appreciate that information. Very interesting, and got a couple of, more than a couple of athletes who do that, but talented kicking, soccer and extra place kicker for high school football. You see it fairly frequently.
Yeah, those soccer players are known for kicking, and sometimes you can't always find a football guy that can do that for you. So that's a luxury to have and enjoy, and especially a guy like Albers, who could probably get you some big field goals too when you need it.
And Jason Nixon, the Blandford coach, back to throw. Lee can't connect at midfield with his receiver.
Lee's pass ball is incomplete.
It was to Travion Morton. Morton was open, but he had slipped coming out of his cut and just didn't have his head up and turned around, and just a little miscommunication there between him and Ajonte Lee, and a little bit of visible frustration on Lanphier here so far tonight. There's still a lot of time left in this game and need to get back into it.
So Lee back in punt formation with 2:59 to go in the first quarter. 4th and long for the Lions. And as Brendan Cullerton got Clayton Sexton back, and he won't get a chance to return it for Jacksonville. So ball goes out of bounds with 2:55 to go. And it'll be pretty good field position for Jacksonville again.
Yeah, another short punt by Lee. Got a lot of pressure in his face, so you can't fault him for just trying to get that ball out of there, but 2 bad punts in a row there for Lanphier.
1st and 10 for the Crimsons from their own 47-yard line, leading 14-0. See some of the Crimson fans. Good crowd on hand tonight.
Enjoy the great food, fun, and atmosphere of Buffalo Wild Wings.
Dugan going to keep it himself. Right side, looking for a hole, and makes it across midfield with a good pickup there of about 6 on the play.
Great job by Avery Dugan, not known for his running. Big gain right there. He had me faked out. I was looking at MARQUEL White in the backfield, and next thing I know, he's going upfield.
Bring up 2nd down for Jacksonville. And false start. Yes.
Yep. We all saw that one.
I think so.
False start on the offense.
Push the Crimsons back another 5 yards.
Shout out Coach Grounds. He's been at Jacksonville here for a while. He has looked on as a big pillar in this community as well. Went to Illinois College too. He's very well liked here in this city.
Dugan across to James White, complete at the 40 to the 35. 30 still on his feet. Finally brought out of bounds is James White, the record-setting receiver for the Crimsons. And that is good for a Brant Professional Agriculture first down.
James White just coming underneath the defense here, and Dugan just has to get it out to him, and he does the rest. He's got a lot of speed, picked up some blocks downfield, and having a good night here tonight so far.
Back to throw, a wide open James White, and he is in for the touchdown to make it 20-0 Jacksonville.
Cameron Smith fell down on coverage and just can't leave a guy wide open like that.
And that is good for a Young Security touchdown and another $50 to a local charity. This week's charity, St. Martin de Porres. So beautiful play there, and you throw it to a wide open James White, and he's going to catch it 9 times out of 10, if not more.
Yeah.
If that's possible.
Yeah, Cameron Smith just coming out of his break just slipped and fell, and that's the last thing that you want.
Stephen Albers with the point after attempt for the Crimsons, and there you see the touchdown pass to White. So the Crimsons all over the Lions here in the first quarter, 21-0.
Yeah, and we still got 2 minutes left here in the first quarter to get out, and it has been all Jacksonville so far. It's good to be back in Jacksonville, Paul.
Yeah, it is. Good football community, good basketball community.
Spent 4 years at Illinois College over here, so this town will always hold a little special place in my heart. So good to be back in Actionville, as we used to call it.
All right. That sounds good. There you see a young Bears fan. Tough year to be a Bears fan.
It is a tough year to be a Bears fan.
And an Illini fan. I had to bring that up, didn't I? They play Rutgers tomorrow. So also want to let you know that our regularly scheduled Friday night CW shows will air immediately following the game. Watch Supergirl followed by Frequency. That's tonight after the game right here on CW 23. And the Lions with the return out to about the 38-yard line, where they were trying to get something going on offense. Some kind of drive, a sustained drive is what they obviously need, in addition to some points to keep their defense off the field. So there you see a recap. Only took them 1 minute 1 second, 53 yards for the Crimsons to score again, Adam.
Yeah, didn't take much time, and that drive was pretty much all James White with the 2 big receptions. And Lanfear's not starting with bad field position. They've actually been in pretty advantageous field position all night. Just can't do anything with it.
1st and 10. Lee with the handoff. Gain of about 3 on the play for Travion Morton. And we will bring scores to you as they become available throughout the area tonight. Decatur Eisenhower at Rochester in a big Central State 8 matchup.
I did see that Eisenhower did score first, was up 6-0, still very early in the first. And SHG had actually missed the field goal and punted against Springfield High, so it was still 0-0 in that big matchup too.
2nd and 7 for Lanphier. Handoff, nothing doing this time.
Yeah, Clay Wood came screaming off the edge there. Maybe a called blitz, or he had seen something on film all week and knew it was coming, but right as that ball was snapped, he was almost taking the handoff from Jonty Lee.
Brings up 3rd and 7. Morton in the backfield. Lee going to throw, in trouble, now running. And brought down at about the 32-yard line.
Yeah, a lot of pressure in his face, didn't really have any time to look downfield, and just tried to get something out of nothing there.
So that'll bring up, see if we have one more play. That might do it for the first quarter. Time winding down. And that will do it. So after 1 quarter in Jacksonville, the Crimsons lead the Lions 21-0. Back with more on CEFCU's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Illinois Pork Producers. Back with more action in just a minute.